I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Bill Thomas is suing Ted Watts in the amount of $320.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Mr. Thomas claims his former friend got them kicked out of a basketball playoff game for smoking weed and says the defendant needs to refund him for the cost of his ticket.
State your name, sir.
My name is Bill Thomas, Judge.
Sir.
Ted Watts.
All right, and you are suing the defendant for
$320, yes, sir, for getting
the
us
cost
kicked.
of a playoff ticket?
Yes, sir.
All right, start with you.
So we had been friends, Ted and I, back in college, and we actually were roommates. And while we were friends, we used to smoke a little bit. We both don't like drinking. We both hate the hangover. So we ended up thinking that was... I'm sorry?
Smoking crack?
No, sir, marijuana. We were smoking marijuana.
Oh, okay.
It was college, you know. So back in college, we used to smoke marijuana together, and we would watch basketball games, and that was our way of hanging out as friends. Well, as we grew up, and as I grew up personally, I started smoking less and less marijuana. Ted did not slow down the way that I had slowed down.
What do you think is the average amount of marijuana a person should probably consume a day?
Yes, sir. Today, I do not smoke anymore. Mm-hmm. It was a wean myself down.
But you're making reference to him smoking too much. So my question is, what do you view, and with your values and observations, is too much? Is over one too much? Over two too much a day? What?
In my current state, yes, sir, I do believe that one time is too much nowadays. You know, everyone has their...
I'm not talking about you, sir. Let's move along.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. I
Yes,
just
sir.
asked you what you think of others, and all you keep saying is about you. So let's move along.
I apologize. So we went last April. The Orlando Magic made the playoffs. They were playing the Boston Celtics, and we had already moved to Orlando, and we actually used to have
Let
the
me
same...
hear from the weed head first. Go ahead,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You tell me about you. He said you're a weed head, so are you or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Recovering.
There you
addict,
go.
Sir.
Oh, you get treatment for weed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you must have really been strung out on weed. With like 5 joints a day or something, every day, or what?
Pushing to 6, yes.
Pardon?
Pushing to 6 pumps, yeah.
6 joints a day?
I had to stop, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't stop on your own?
No.
You high right now?
No,
Huh?
sir, I'm not.
All right, or you fried your brains?
No, sir.
Have you heard of others going to rehab for weed, for marijuana?
I have. I don't personally necessarily think that that's a
But you
necessary
have
step,
heard of folks do that.
but I have heard of it, yes, Your Honor.
You, Amir?
I have read about it, but you know,
Really?
the thing about marijuana is it's not addictive chemically, but you become dependent on it.
Okay.
And so
that's-
basically, if you smoke because you get anxiety, you think it takes away the anxiety, when you try and stop, you have to look for other things to replace the habit of smoking to release that anxiety or that feeling of, you know, to get you back in that space. And some people, you know, you wake up tired in the morning and all these things, so it changes how your body functions when you stop. And so it is almost like a withdrawal to like your body not knowing where to place it.
Just because it's not functioning like it used to when you were smoking the 3 joints.
yeah.
Go ahead, sir, resume.
Yes, sir. So when the Orlando Magic made the playoffs in April of last year, Ted and I decided, you know, we wanted to go see our favorite team play, and we actually happened to live in Orlando, so we decided to go to the NBA playoff game. Now, leading up to the event, Ted had texted me a couple of times. We were just sharing highlight reels, and we were excited for the game. But then he said that he was going to bring a little marijuana with him, which I tried to tell him that not only is it illegal in Florida for recreational use of marijuana, but also you're gonna get us in trouble at the event, and I want to see my favorite basketball team play. So fast forward, then we end up going to the event. I ended up dropping those text messages, kind of just left it what it was and said my side and left it where it was. When we get to the event, we're walking in together, and Ted here actually decided to pull out the joint and show me that he brought it. Even after I had vocalized that I don't think that's a great idea, he still showed me and he assured me that it was going to be no problem. It was going to be perfectly fine. Well, to my surprise, actually, Ted ended up breezing right by the security guards.
You all were in?
We were in, I apologize, yes sir. We were already in, and we were past the security, and as we approached our seats, we actually could smell that there was marijuana already around us, but it was not coming from Ted. So, maybe we found the smoker section, maybe other people were doing it as well, but I noticed it wasn't coming from Ted. We went about our business. So a couple minutes into the game, we're perfectly fine there. Ted ends up pulling out that joint, and he would light it, take a quick hit, put it out, and every time he'd pull it out and take another hit, he reached over to me, and I kept having to tell him, no, I'm okay, actually, thank you. To which you, I believe, said that you were trying to help me be loose and relaxed. And to be honest,
let me ask you, the people in front, in back, or next to you guys didn't at least look back, or?
No, sir, nobody. I think the person in front of us did for a moment, to be frank with you, but other than that, no one said anything.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
If I tell you no, I kind of mean no, and the second time over, I appreciate the courtesy, but by that second, third time, now we're talking.
He's too young to know of Nancy Reagan.
Got it.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Bill Thomas, who is suing Ted Watts for reimbursement of funds.
I know they might not have said anything, but I'm sure people wanted to look and see who it was smoking weed. If I'm in an environment where marijuana is prohibited and I smell it, just out of nosiness, if nothing else. I want to see who it is that's breaking the rules, who got nerve enough to break the rules. Who is that? I'm just nosy. I want to know who's smoking weed in here. So that's why I was asking that, and whether they then complained, because you got some busybodies who would say, well, I can't, but he's smoking marijuana. Would you come and get him and throw him out because my nose, or whatever the devil is. I'll get a contact high from this. So that's why I was asking that. So go ahead. No one said anything, and then what?
No one said anything, and like I said, he had pulled it out a couple of times, took a couple of hits, and on one of the times he had pulled it out and had lit it, he really pushed hard for me to take a hit, and I said, no, I'm all right. Then he had
It wasn't too hard.
Well, he had to take his jacket off, so he just wanted me to hold the joint. So as he's working his jacket down, I'm holding the joint, trying to keep it as low profile as possible. Behind us, two security guards, they saw the whole thing. They walked straight up to us, and they asked me to put it out. So I handed it back to Ted, and I told him, go ahead and put that out. Do what you got to do with it. And at that point, the security guards and Ted had started having conversations, because Ted was like, well, everyone's smoking. Everyone's doing it right now. Like, why are you singling us out? We're not doing anything different than anyone else. You can smell the marijuana in the air. Their argument kept going, and as their argument kept going, eventually the two security guards looked at each other, looked down at us, and just kind of waved us on. When they waved us on, we decided to follow, and they ended up taking us back. I believe it was to the security station, if I'm not mistaken, and they took our information down, and they actually told us that we had to leave that night. But not only did we have to leave that night, we were banned, permanently banned. So we can't go back and see our favorite basketball team anymore, all because they caught us with the weed, and Ted wanted to get a little bit rowdy with the security guard on his voice.
Yeah, okay, and you grabbed it and held it.
Yes, sir.
All right. You just come across as so smart today.
Thank you.
Today.
Got lucky.
Let me hear from you.
Yeah,
You
so-
hold somebody's joint, you know he's doing wrong. Here, hold this coke or hold this heroin until I zip up, or hold my cocaine on the plate. Here, take the plate. Everybody can see his cocaine on it, but hold it while I zip my coat up. Okay, I'll hold this cocaine, this mound of cocaine that security and anybody else can see and can get me 5 years in prison. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I've known.
What a friend. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've known Bill for a long time. And for me, I feel like it's a personal ritual of ours to smoke weed and watch the game. Fun thing that we do. And over the years, we've grown apart. And I wanted to reconnect that friendship by going to the game and do what we usually do. Smoke, have fun, watch the game, good times.
I do feel there's a difference of watching the game at your house and smoking in the comfort and your private of your home versus taking marijuana into a public setting where it's definitely banned from.
You're right. You're right.
Go ahead and continue.
So yes, I have sent him messages regarding our excitement for the game. I did mention that I was gonna bring weed, and I don't know what he's talking about him clearly objecting, but he seemed very okay with it, personally. He did not really object.
Really object? What does that mean, not really object?
Like, he didn't say, like, don't take it or else I'm gonna throw it away from you. He just said, okay.
It's true. I did see it kind of more as a him problem than a me problem because we were going together, but it wasn't my substance. So I did see it more as a you problem.
So the day approached for the game. I had it in my jacket right here, and got for security fine. But right when we passed security, it was like weed land.
It was like what?
Weed land. It smelled like weed. And I didn't take a puff. I didn't take a puff. Not until we sat down and the game started.
He did wait it out till the arena filled up a little bit more. So maybe to blend in, is that right?
No, just out of courtesy.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I don't know why you would say that I was pressuring you or forcing you to take a pump. I literally just offered it twice. Didn't push you or anything. I don't know where that came from.
If I tell you no, I kind of mean no, and the second time over, I appreciate the courtesy, but by that second, third time, now we're talking.
He's too young to know of Nancy Reagan.
Got it.
Coming up.
And I was like, hey, would you mind holding this for a second? I'll just take off my jacket and then, you give it back to me. Don't need to take a pump, nothing.
You didn't say all that. Go ahead. You didn't say all that. Now move along. Y'all just think y'all can talk to me like I'm some lame or something. You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Bill Thomas, who is suing Ted Watts for reimbursement of funds.
So you couldn't just say no. Go ahead.
So I was taking pumps, and I don't know why you didn't mention this, but everyone in our vicinity was taking pumps. It was pretty cloudy at that game.
It was
indoors.
True. That is true.
And so then I was feeling too hot. I was wearing my favorite leather jacket, and I was like, hey, would you mind holding this for a second? I'll just take off my jacket and then, you give it back to me. Don't need to take a pump, nothing.
You didn't say all that. Go ahead. You didn't say all that. Now move along. Y'all just think y'all can talk to me like I'm some lame or something. Well, do you mind holding this jacket while I take a puff? You don't have to take a puff if you don't want to take a puff. Go ahead, sir. You don't want nobody talk like that.
I proceeded to give him my weed, and then I taken off my jacket, but admittedly...
All you did is say, hold this for a minute, man, and put my jacket on. That's it. You ain't saying you can puff or you don't have to puff if you don't like to. It's your preference. You do what you want. You can either hold it there for these 10 seconds or you can take a puff. But I know you probably don't want to take a puff, so you don't have to take a puff, okay?
You are correct.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, sir. You said, here, hold this for me. Then what happened?
As I was taking off my jacket, my zipper got stuck. it wouldn't unzip. And so it took me a minute to unzip my jacket. And as that was happening, security came, saw my friend with the weed, and apprehended us. And I was trying to explain to them what happened. They didn't want to hear anything about it. And I was just very calmly just explaining the situation. They didn't want to hear anything about it, and they took us away.
Coming up,
I want to know how y'all got so lucky.
We
A
did.
lot of people want that luck.
Yes, sir.
A lot of folks, particularly in the inner city, want that type of luck. You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Bill Thomas, who is suing Ted Watts for reimbursement of funds.
All right, and tell me what happened after they took you away. I want to see about this nice treatment y'all got. What city were you in? What city were you in?
We were in
you all
Orlando.
are both, your brains are fried.
We were in Orlando, sir.
That's
I
the
apologize.
commercial that was true. I don't know about Nancy Reagan's, but this is your brain on drugs, where it's in the pot.
Deflated person on the couch.
Yeah, and then there's the one where they had it was cooking the egg
Oh, yeah.
in the pan.
Yes.
They said, this is your brain on drugs. It's scattered and on top of it being fried.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, you heard that saying? Obviously not. So, what city were you in?
We were in Orlando. Sir.
Orlando.
Okay. And were you all interviewed by the Orlando police or just in-house security?
In-house
Just
security.
the in-house security.
Never called the police?
They actually told us we were lucky that we were getting away with what we got.
Why?
Being kicked out for the first quarter,
Right.
as well as permanently banned. We were lucky
Right.
because in Florida, it being illegal still, you could go to jail.
And that's why I'm asking. I want to know how y'all got so lucky.
We
A
did.
lot of people want that luck.
Yes, sir.
A lot of folks, particularly in the inner city, want that type of luck.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
You're watching Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. How you get so lucky?
I honestly don't remember.
My neighborhood, they don't get lucky like that. They go straight to jail.
They must have been having a great night, and they must have been hyped for the playoff game just like we
A
were.
little more to it than that, but let's move right along. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why does he owe you?
So he owes me the $320 for getting us kicked out of the event.
No, you got kicked out. They came to you first. You had it in your hand when they walked up.
They did came to you first.
They
Yeah,
did.
you
They
had
did.
it in your hand.
That
Go
is
ahead,
true.
I'll let you finish, though.
They did come to me first, but I would not have been holding it had he not brought the marijuana
Right, he didn't
with
make
him.
you, though.
He did not make me, no,
Yeah.
sir. He
Your
did
brain
not.
was fried. That's why you did it. You weren't thinking because your brain is fried after all those 5 or 6 joints a day. Sir, your claim is dismissed. They caught you with it in your hand. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
What a good day.
For you, yeah, must have been
Yeah.
nice, but no problem here.
Thank
Have your
you.
belongings? Just head this way.
Thank you.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.